One of my teachers, an esteemed Rosh Yeshiva of Yeshiva University, was giving a shiur some years back, and I recall he went off on a little bit of a tangent. And in a moment of candor, he told us that he felt that it was unfortunate that the Minhag Yisrael has developed, that there is an expectation that a bar mitzvah boy will mark that occasion by laning his parsha in shul. And he told us that he felt that it was unfortunate for two reasons. Firstly, not every bar mitzvah boy is really equipped to take on what is really a very daunting task, and it creates a lot of stress for young men in that situation. But secondly, and really more importantly, it's because of what it communicates to that young man and to the entire community. And that is, by making the rite of passage of becoming a bar mitzvah, by making the rite of passage laning for everyone to see, we communicate that the fully realized religious experience is one that is done in public and for all eyes to see and consume. And that is simply not the case. The Gemara in Makos quotes the statement of Rabbi Simlai, who notes that there are 613 mitzvos in the Torah, but they are distilled. They can be distilled into a much shorter list of principles. David HaMelech distilled all of the Torah and Taryag mitzvos into 11 principles. Yeshayahu HaNavi distilled them yet further to 6 principles, and his Talmud, his student, the Navi Micha, distilled them into 3 principles. And those 3 principles are articulated in the very last pasuk of this week's Haftorah. It's a very, very beautiful pasuk. The Navi Micha tells us, "Higid lecha adam ma tov ma Hashem doresh mimcha." It has been told to you, O man, what is good and what the Lord requires of you. Ki im asos mishpat ve'ahavas chesed ve'atznei aleches im elokecha. Only doing justice and loving kindness and walking modestly with your God. That Micha would cite in this very brief mission statement, mishpat and chesed, justice and kindness or mercy, that's no surprise. But it's that last clause. That last clause really sticks out. V'hatznei aleches im elokecha. That our relationship with Hashem is meant to be fundamentally a private one. It's meant to be kept private. It is personal. It is sacrosanct. Needless to say, there are public dimensions that are critical to our relationship with Hashem. And right now, as we are not fully back in our shuls, we can certainly appreciate what we are missing in that we are not able to gather together to daven and to learn and to celebrate together and with Hashem, before Hashem. But it certainly also behooves us, maybe now also, more than any time in memory, to remember that the core of the religious experience, the essence of the religious experience, is one that is done bitzina. It's one that happens behind closed doors, and that really happens not just behind closed doors, but it happens within ourselves. It is the cultivation of a relationship with Hashem that happens wordlessly and entirely inside our hearts and minds. The Medrash pithily captures this when it says, Ein lecha yafa min hatznius, there's nothing more beautiful, more valuable, more precious than that which is hidden from the eyes, that which is done in modesty and in quiet. And it certainly a very powerful reminder as we conclude the Haftorah this week, the beautiful words of Micha, Ki im asos mishpat va'ahavas chesed v'hatznei aleches im elokecha. I wish you and your families a very good Shabbos.